Hi there. I don't know what this is. Why do I always look my best when I'm getting stuff done? Why? Anyway, I am working from home today, but I do want to share with you what I've been doing in my kids' albums before I travel. The mention of travel is significant because I just don't want to lose momentum. But you would think that you can't really work on a big project like this of like catching up on kids' albums while you're on the road. And to that I say, heck yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. So my theory is this. I need the physical product to be able to put all of the stuff in page protectors and envelope pages. But for all of those things that I'm tossing, which have been, that they've been, okay, I'm trying to say that these are things that have been photographed or scanned already, right? Right. So I don't need the physical stuff for making scrapbook pages for that stuff. I just need those images in my phone, right? So let's talk about what we have here. Okay, this bin, come on, you guys, like, who can appreciate this? Look at all that empty space. This used to be packed, full, packed. So where has all of this stuff gone? Well, let me tell you, right here, right? This is what I'm doing. I'm catching up on Porter's albums. So this is where I am today. I have a couple more piles to photograph. And since I want to be able to make Project Life app pages with this stuff, I've already scanned these years. You see how I labeled it there? These are my little stacks of what to photograph, and I'm photographing instead of scanning because they're either too bulky or too large. Once I scan or photograph a pile, I totally get rid of those. But I saved these just for you guys, just to show you. See how I did that? Scan, there's a scan pile for that grade, and those big fat check marks means, yep. So I have the honor now of doing something just for you guys. Ready for this? Ready? Bye-bye. Bye-bye. And bye-bye. I know. Deep breaths. I know. I get it. I know that some of you are breaking out into hives right now because how can I throw stuff away? I know, but I can, and it feels so good. This is it, guys. This is what I do. These pages were made with the Project Life app using scanned and photographed stuff. So I do have it. I threw it away, but I've got it. And it's way, way more condensed. And I just feel like we have enough stuff in our life, and if I can bring it down a little bit, scale it back and condense, I'm gonna. A few weeks back, I was photographing stuff on the black presentation board some of you would have seen. This is Claire's science project. This is what the board was supposed to be for. So I went back to Michael's and I got these boards for this very purpose. So regular black board. There's a white one as well, but I'm gonna go for black this time. It doesn't really matter, just do what you want. And I'm gonna now photograph this pile for 3rd grade and that one, and then I'll have the pictures. So as a reminder, or for those who missed it before, you literally just lay it down, turn off your lights, make sure you're using good natural light, stand directly above it, hold really still, snap the picture, and voila. Yes, I did get out of my pajamas today. Go me. Hey, I wanted to mention something that you may or may not have caught on to with this whole catching up thing, and that is that I have been doing a lot of batching, something that really applies well in scrapbooking. Batching is exactly what it sounds like. You batch the process. You do how do I explain this? You do the same type of activity in one grouping instead of more scattered within a, oh man, this is hard to explain. I am clearly short on words today, so let me just give you an example. Let me just paint the picture. In the catching up that I'm doing right now, I have batched by doing all of the sorting and organizing all at one time or over a couple of days. And then kind of skipping ahead in the process, I would take 1 year at a time and sort things out and figure out my piles for what's being scanned and what's being photographed. And again, skipping around a little bit in the process, but another part of the batch process, or the batch, man, I am struggling. Okay, what I'm trying to say is the next step is that you can see that I have multiple years. I'm actually gonna finish all the way through to his current 8th grade year, and I'm gonna get all of that stuff ready for in the morning to take pictures of and scan before I travel. Yep. So there you go. That and I will see you again in the morning, and I will finish this little compilation of stories and hopefully round out my thoughts and make more sense. Okay. Saturday morning update. All right, see all these little piles right here? Speaking of batching, this is how I've been organizing or finishing up the organization of which years need to be scanned, photographed, or... So at this point, the only thing that I have left to catch up on Porter is the current year that he is in, 8th grade. So can we just take a moment to appreciate this empty bin? Let me show you what it used to look like. So as for that 8th grade year, the current year that we are in for him, I am not going to do anything with that until the school year is totally complete, because I feel like that's when I have perspective on what I really want to keep. So once I have scanned and photographed all of these pages, I have all of those images to make this the pages in the Project Life app. All of that goes in the trash, and that is literally all I have left to be completely caught up. Before I end this series, I just want to kind of give you a little overview of the album set that I have ready for Porter, and the end result is that he takes these with him. I pulled the albums out a little bit so that the lighting is a little bit better, but the first album is the history, like pregnancy and his family history, of course the birth, and then the first weeks of his life. Second album includes that little section right there, not little, it's like almost half the album, is the first year of his life. And then this is age 1 to 2, and then this is basically being a 2-year-old. Moving on to volume 3, this is when he was 3, and then preschool, and then we moved to Arizona, so that was kind of a landmark. And then when he was 4, and then another year of preschool. This is volume 4, which has more of that same age and his final year of preschool, and then age 5 is right here. And then the next album has kindergarten, 1st grade, 2nd grade, and 3rd grade. And that brings us to volume 6, which includes 4th grade, which, by the way, can you see how much more of that there is? That is because I actually did a ton of pocket page scrapbooking that year. And then, of course, 5th grade, 6th grade, 7th grade, and it's back there. Hold on. It's so thin because I need to add the app pages. There's 8th grade. So 5 years in one album is what I did there. And that makes me happy. When I say happy, what I'm really trying to say is I'm freaking out about how happy I am. It feels amazing to actually be caught up on his series of albums. Like, so happy. And here's the thing, this is not what I sit around doing all day. I work full time, I raise a family, I serve in the community, I do things, we go out, we have fun, huh? We have fun? My point is, it can be done, and simply, it does not have to be complicated or time consuming or any of that. I think it's easy to overthink it because it feels like such a big project, but it can be done. So now I'm going to get off my phone. I have some stacks to quickly photograph and scan, and it really is quick, so that all of that's in my phone and ready for our road trip so I can get more done while we're traveling. By the way, one more quick organizational note, just in case you're wondering. Once I am done in the Project Life app making all those pages, I get them off of my phone and I keep all of those stored and organized in Dropbox in the year folders. Easy. Before I get off, I just want to remind you that I have been many years behind for a while, and it always feels more daunting when you're not working on it. So just take the first step, start organizing, and get to it.